I'm at the top of the stairs and I am laid out flat with the mattress on me.
She's actually under the mattress this time, people.
I'm under the mattress. I'm laid out like a bug and I'm like, help, help.
She is back from a week out of our building here to have done the move. I am so dying to get into how things have gone with the new house. I haven't been out there since it was vacant and we were doing the floors. I'm dying to know some updates here.
The update is I hate moving.
No, well, who doesn't?
And also I am surviving this relationship, so that's a good thing. I said if we survive this move, then I feel like we can survive anything. Moving is so stressful. And my friend Danielle, she came over last week and she was like, people either move well together or they don't. And her husband move really well together. It has been so bad, Scott. And this is not like a total... It's not that I hate my significant other or anything like that, but this is how bad it is.
It puts pressure on a relationship. By the way, I should mention, welcome to the Scott and Allie Not For Air podcast. We just dove right in.
Oh, yeah. Pressure, so much pressure. So one of the things that had happened, and this is like, now it's funny now that I'm telling the story, but it was not funny at the time. So we're moving in a lot of big stuff, and we did not want to hire our friends or any family or anything like that to help us move. So he has a king size bed and we were moving the king size bed up to the 3rd floor of the house.
I've been up there.
So what we decided to do was we were going to fold it like a hot dog bun. And
it's a regular mattress?
Yeah, like a memory foam type thing.
Okay,
but
that
whatever.
might be easier.
But it's still really heavy. So we were going to fold it like a hot dog and then we put ratchet straps around it. And that way we could lift it up and then we put a mattress bag around it.
Okay.
And then we put another set of ratchet straps. So that way we could get them up our very narrow steps, right? So I'm trying to heave it and I just can't get it. I don't know if I was just really tired. He ends up pushing the mattress and me. I'm at the top of the stairs and I am laid out flat with the mattress on me.
She's actually under the mattress this time, people.
I'm under the mattress. I'm laid out like a bug and I'm like, help, help. So then we got to, that's just the 2nd floor. So then we go, I finally am like, so then we get to the 3rd floor. Once we get to the 3rd floor, he pushed it basically to the top of the 3rd floor and then he walked away. I'm like, where did he go? He's like,
what?
Yeah. He's like, I did everything I needed to do. That's it. I'm done. Done. So then the other thing that has really been a bone of contention for us is things to keep, things to get rid of. For instance, we have 2 humidifiers. Now, I only use a humidifier when I get sick.
Yeah.
So I said, we need to throw one of these away or donate it or something, whatever.
Why?
Because why do we need 2?
You have a guest room.
Are people going to be sick?
Well, no, but a humidifier, in the wintertime, I'd keep it. And here's why and I have one for every bedroom in the wintertime. In the wintertime, if the air gets very dry, it can mess with your sinuses. You might want to make, a guest comfortable, except for your mom, who I know you only want there for short visits.
Then it was the silverware. I have a set. He has a set. Oh, well, my set's perfectly fine. Yeah, no, I hate his set of silverware. But you want to know what, Scott? I was the bigger person, and I'm like, I'm not going to die on this hill. He can keep his silverware.
What'd you do with yours?
The guy who's moving into my house, he's going to take it. Actually, a lot of the things that... So the guy who's moving into my house was unfortunately in a fire.
Oh.
And so I believe that they lost a lot of things. So I am giving him a lot. I'm giving him an air conditioning unit, wine glass. Was
it the one that fell out of the window a couple of years ago?
No, that one stopped working and that was the best one.
It was so great. Allie goes to open the window and forgot. Out.
So that guy's getting a lot of stuff. So then another thing is plates. Now he loves these plates. I showed them to Sonia and Danielle, 2 really good friends of mine. And they were like, oh, those plates are terrible. I said, yeah, he got them on Kohl's on special, probably right after his divorce or whatever. Like, they're ugly. So what am I doing? I am keeping my plates in a tub. So when, that plate accidentally broke. I don't know how that happened.
1 a week for a year.
Yes, exactly. But here's the big one. So I have a certain aesthetic and look that I like for my house. Now,
it's unique.
Scott has been over. I like things in certain places. I'm very particular about, cleanliness of my house.
Oh, sure.
And I'm not saying,
I thought you were talking your style more.
Well, that's going to come up too.
Okay.
So it's not that my significant other is a slob, but he apparently just doesn't like to get rid of anything. So he has this table that I love. It is one of those 1950s retro tables. You know, the ones that are like metal?
With the metal ring around it?
Yes.
My parents had one. I wish I still had it to this day. I loved it.
Yes. Yeah. And it is great for, especially if you're cooking, because you can put anything right on top of it. You can put like, a pot or a pan or anything that's hot, you can put on there. So I said, I'm fine with the table. I like the table, but I don't want it in the dining room because the dining room has this like these really dark navy walls, and we have this mid-century modern buffet that I turned into a bar. Mm-hmm. There's a fireplace, very moody, right? So he's trying to put this 1950s retro table into my dining room. Now, not to make this story even longer, but he basically
I'm enjoying somebody else's pain with this.
Oh my gosh, he guilts me. And it's like, this is the only thing I have from Mr. Ostrander, his mentor. And he called me to make sure we were still going to use the table, blah, 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 blah. I'm
yes,
like, yes,
in the basement.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, yes, we can still use the table. We can use it in the basement, in the laundry room to fold clothes on. We can use it in we have a little nook. And he's like, it's not going to fit there. We can use it in the entryway where our mudroom is, where people can set keys on or anything. Yeah. Oh, no. I moved it into the nook. He moved it back into the dining room. We keep going back and forth, and he is dying on this hill. And I hate this table so much. It is so weird because this is actually making me so angry. And I don't know how to fix this problem because besides me, I can't break the table. I love the table. I just don't want it in the dining room. You don't
want it in the dining room. Do you have an actual table for the dining room?
I do. And it is kind of rickety. I don't have any sentimental value, like any sentimental connection to it whatsoever. It was something I got off Facebook Marketplace. I'm fine if we get a new table.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do about this because we're literally arguing every day about this table.
Well, the fact that you are both moving it in and or out of the room, I mean, obviously you're taking some jabs at each other with this. And I mean, I do find that amusing.
Yes.
I don't know how to make him realize, because here's the thing. Now, I've been in the new house, and if I remember correctly, downstairs, there's a fair amount of room in that lower level, that basement area.
Yes. Yeah. There was an unfinished basement. Well, I'm sorry. There was a half-finished basement.
Yeah.
And we had asked them to not finish it because we were going to finish it. And we did. We finished most of it.
Okay.
So, yes, now
Why can't it be down there? Maybe not for laundry folding, but use it as a entertainment area down there. Or
Well, we have a workout area down there. So I would be fine with that too. For us to I'm sure he doesn't want this, but I was thinking setting weights on. But why not use it in the laundry room so we can fold our laundry down there?
Because he feels it's more value than that. He feels that your rickety table should be used for that. I'm betting you that's what it is.
I don't care about my table. My table can go. I have given up silverware. I have given up, what was the other thing I said I gave up? Oh, the plates.
Plates.
Yes. I have given up so much. Granted, it is my couch. I mean, I do have a lot of things in there. I don't know how to win this.
And that's a bold move because your couch is not the most comfortable.
I know, but it's so cute.
Well.
And it's green and velvet. So I'm just at a loss on how to win this argument because I hate this table in the dining room.
I think the only suggestion I can make for it is all right. Hang on. Let's go back to the front room, and you do have this entryway. It's way more.
It's a big mud room.
I wouldn't even call it a mud room. A mud room requires a sink and everything else. This is like a 3-season room in the front of the house.
Yes. Yes.
Why is he hell bent that it can't go there? Here's what I'm saying. What if the suggestion is made saying, you know what, my table too rickety. Maybe could go downstairs as the laundry table, but other than that, probably should not be our primary dining table.
Right. I'm going to just leave my table in the house that I'm selling to this guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, let somebody else deal with the ricketiness, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. It's not coming. So what if you made, because I think he's looking at it like you are downgrading what he has value to, sentimental or whatever,
Yeah.
by saying, let's put weights on it. Let's put
Laundry
folding
on it.
laundry on it and stuff like that. Maybe if it was in the 3-season room and you said, well, but then we can eat out there during the summertime and enjoy the nice room that is.
Okay.
He might go a little bit more for it. But here's the other thing. I think you're going to have to suggest to him, together we need to go and pick out a new dining room table that's really going to fit nice in this room, because this table, and you need to do this calmly. Oh my God.
Yes. And it's so funny because he'll even say like, oh, that dining room table looks fine there. And I'm thinking, no, like for somebody who said he did not care about decor, all of a sudden he has an opinion about every single thing that comes in or out of this house.
You know that I don't care about decor means I care about decor.
Why? When I'm sorry, but my decor is way cuter. Like every single person. I hosted an Airbnb out of my house, and the biggest compliment I got was, we love your style.
Mm-hmm.
And so
it's nice to stay in, maybe not so nice to live in, is what Zach's thinking.
Probably because it is.
No, I like it too. Don't get me wrong. I don't live there, but I think it's very unique. I couldn't pull something like that off.
Right. It's very maximalist. It's very, bright colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's loud. It's absolutely loud. Like myself.
I was going to say, for two loud people, you'd think that I'd be able to follow suit in that, and I'm not. I can't. I love modern. Don't get me wrong, but
it's got like this retro. It's like half retro, half modern. Anyway, I need to win this fight.
All right.
That's what it comes down to.
Here's the way you're going to have to do it. I think you can try this. Okay. Suggest the 3-season room. Say, I think this would look better in the 3-season room, and we could use it when friends come over. If it's a rainy Friday night, we can have some beverages and play some cards up here in the 3-season room.
Yes.
And we need together to go to the Romore and Flanagore, which is the Spanish furniture store, and pick out
get a couch or a table A.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. An El Tablo.
Yes,
we need to pick out a new set. That way, you can use the argument. It will fit better in the room, what we can pick together. Now, you're going to have to bend a little bit, I'm sure, back and forth, because it seems there's a bit of a separation on what the styles exactly are.
Oh, yeah.
But you might find something that would work. So to me, the best way to do it, and you have to stay calm doing this. You cannot, and I'm not saying you're the one that's going to get, crazy. You've got to lay the points out and just say, this is what I suggest. And say, would you at least, could we go look and see if there's something?
I think
give it the shot. Once he gets in there, he might find something that goes, you might be right. That's going to look better in the dining room.
And I think another thing too is, because we just brought in the last haul of all of his stuff, I think that what he needs to see is like everything else put away, and the calm. You're right. The calm of just living there. He already sent me a text message today too, because he knows that tensions have been high and we have been kind of at each other's throats a little bit.
It's just the move.
Yeah, and he even said, so he sent me this text message that basically said, "Hey, love you. I'll be very happy when we get settled in." Da 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 da. He's
realizing it. You're both realizing it's like, oh my God. Can I make another suggestion?
Yes.
You guys have gone intense. The last week, Allie was, I can't even say you were on vacation. You had time off to go deal with all this.
Yeah. We were moving.
Certainly not a vacation. What I would suggest in this is you guys take a night. Do not book stuff with all the other couples that you end up doing stuff with. Mm-hmm. Do not make it an over-the-top, grandiose, heavy planned date. Go the two of you and just say, we're not doing anything on the house tonight. Yep. Nothing on the house at all.
Yep.
And whether you go have a nice dinner, whether you just, do something, maybe it's a Saturday afternoon, whatever the case may be, but don't get sucked in to having a lot of other people there, because there's going to be a trap. You're going to want to vent stuff out to other people, the other couple. Like, let's say you and the other girl, you're going to do it. And there's a time and a place where you can look back and laugh on it. Mm-hmm. Right now, to calm this a little bit, the two of you, I don't know if it's this Friday, whatever the case may be, go have a nice dinner, just the two of you, alone. I don't care if you sit and don't talk that much. Well, impossible for you, but hear me out. Don't talk about the table. Don't talk about the stress you've been under. Even if you just go and you're just together and you're having a brisket and you're at the barbecue place, whatever, because now I'm telling you what I want, Just do that. It doesn't matter what you say or what you don't say, as long as it doesn't focus on the frustrations you've had with the house, the table, which is an ongoing frustration. Just, if it's a quiet dinner, just do it. Just get away for a night. It'll help refocus you.
I think so too. I think especially after like the next couple days, we are going to be putting a lot of his stuff away. And I think he's going to feel better about that too. Like last night, we still haven't even slept in our bed. We slept in the spare bedroom bed.
Well, yeah, it's wrapped up like a hot dog. How are you going to sleep on that mattress?
That and I forgot to buy pillowcases. That I was like, I said I was going to do that. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is like this morning I stubbed my toe on a milk crate. So I think that we just need to get some stuff put away.
Sure.
And we'll have less stress anyway.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
It'll help.
Now, I know like I'm going through a big life change, moving in with somebody, which I have to say one last thing. It was so weird to get ready for work last night, doing my routine, like getting my coffee set up with a new house and another person around. It was just so weird. Like I didn't hate it, but I'm like, this is just not different. It's so different. But Scott also going through like a big change in his life too. And do you want to say or do you want me to say?
We'll say more to come.
Okay.
I mean, you can give enough of an outline, but there'll be more to come on this down the road. Give it a few weeks, if you will.
Okay, so Scott is going through a single season, and I know you're not ready to date right now, but when that time comes, when you probably get on apps and all that,
that will not happen.
No. Oh, well,
no.
Then you probably can't answer my question then.
Well, I mean, you can ask.
I had a guy friend say that he never reads the dating profiles. He swipes, and he just swipes based on almost entirely looks. I'm like, you don't look at her favorite color, if she smokes, her religion. He's like, I might see like it might be a quick thing, but he's like, that paragraph that everybody writes?
Yeah.
He says he never reads it, ever. I'm like, I spend so much time in my paragraph because that's how Zach and I met.
Okay, there's 2 points on this.
Okay.
Point number one is it's a very guy thing that he just described to you because, let's face it, guys are very visual. We go after that. Also, I've not written I've not written one, but I've never read the dating app profiles. But my assumption is they're very similar. I don't want any drama. Yes, you do. If you wrote it, yes, you do.
As soon as I see that one,
you want drama.
I swipe.
And you want the human cigarette, which is the guy wearing the wife pleaser shirt, and he is, 103 pounds and 7'2", and honest to God, you're like, have you showered in a month?
Yep. Did you say wife pleaser shirt?
Yes, we can't say wife beater anymore. It's wife pleaser. Remember? You had said that on the show a couple weeks back. It's called the wife pleaser now. I used to call it the A-frame shirt.
I don't even remember.
Might have been on the podcast. So the WB, remember the old WB shirt?
Yes, yeah. I didn't know we called it wife pleaser.
Well, that term obviously not necessarily appropriate, so they call it the wife pleaser now. You had told this. This was a story you told.
My brain is mush after this.
Give it 3 weeks. You'll forget that table's in the dining room. You'll be pleased with it too. But at any rate, but the profiles start becoming something. Here, I'm going to tell you, if it were me, and I'm not going to, I won't be on a dating app. First of all, it's too much of me out. No, it's too much of me out there. I am not a person that wants to be judged that harshly by that many people. Hence, I do a radio show. I'm sure I'm being judged every word I say, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you don't know who's swiping left on you, so
it doesn't matter. I don't want to put that out there.
Okay.
It's just, that's not who I am. That's a big part of it. And, on top of the fact, I don't care if you think I look good or not. I mean, women will go for a guy whether, I don't know why this is. We talked a little bit about this on the show. Pheromones are more for the women, even though they say in science it's for, men and women. But guys, remember we were talking about this new naked dating show where you pick the person based on seeing them naked.
Yes. How could I forget?
It sticks in your head.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where women will go for guys that you're sort of like, really? That's sort of interesting. How many times have we seen women with a guy that you're like, why is that choice? Okay. So I understand what he's doing because guys are very visual. We are very much first and foremost do you look a style, a design that we are interested in? I mean, that's just who we are as guys. There is a certain look we're looking at, and that's part of it. It's a lot to go through. And when you start reading these profiles, you're like, either they all start to look the same to us, and I don't know if it's the male brain, but they start looking the same to us. Every woman wants an independent, go-getting guy that can be handy and be willing to, how many women write up there, I'm kind of a bitch and a little naggy, so if you can put up with that, I'll put out. How many?
None. It's so funny that you say that they all start looking alike, though, because when I was swiping, no one looked alike. I felt they were all very different.
With the profiles?
Not just everything in general.
Because a guy's profile is the same profile. You read 5 guys' profile, they're going to be very similar guy to guy to guy.
They were very vague, actually. More than anything.
Yeah, that's by design.
I do not remember anything on Zach's profile. Nothing.
They're all vague by design.
I remember the picture. I remember our first interaction together, but I don't remember what his profile said. Isn't that funny?
Wouldn't it be something if there was a dating app that was so rawly honest? Like I jokingly said, I'm kind of a bitch, I nag a lot, but if you can put up with it, I'll put out. Wouldn't it be nice to have... What a great freaking profile. Click, 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 all the guys. So, what if it was a real profile and a real setting where, first of all, you don't get a picture from, pardon me, I got to use this, from up here going, look how skinny I am. Yeah. And then you get right up on him and you're like, I'm huge. So, wow, that was a lot of Scott's nose. Sorry about that if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify. But, number one, eliminate that. Number two, let's be real and raw. And let me come back and judge after a date your profile. So if you sit on there, I want an independent man who is, this and that and handy and willing to do this and this and that and this and that. Why don't you put up there, I'm a single mom. Okay, I'm stressed. I do a lot of shit. Can you help me change a diaper from time to time? That would be novel of you.
Or half the time.
Yeah.
It's not your kid. So
right. If you can't give me 6 hours of foreplay, it ain't happening. Or be the exact opposite and be like, yeah, I'm one of those people that's just like, let's go. Let's get it done right now. Be raw. Be honest.
Yeah.
Stop the bull crap.
Right. I wish I could type on there.
I'm passionate.
I wish I could type on there. Here are the things, these are the things that set me off. And not that I want it to be negative, but just...
I'd love to see that. I would love to see what sets you off.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to tell you what sets me off.
Please do. You know what? Give me your dating profile as if it were raw. You're not looking. I know that. You just moved into a house together.
Right.
But if you were going to do the raw one.
Okay, mine would say, I'm looking for somebody who's willing to go to bed by 9 p.m., is okay with not seeing me barely ever because I have a crazy work schedule. Is that
what
true?
Sets you off?
Every weekend we're working. And then what sets me off is don't tell me what to do. If you tell me what to do, I automatically want to do the opposite. So I can't, I want to put in the profile, I already have a dad, don't dad me.
Okay.
That is my one thing. Once somebody tells me what to do, I want to be like, F you.
Okay. Mine.
Now you can ask me, we can have a healthy conversation. Hey, could you help me with, what about this? Well, don't be like, hey, tell me, this. No, the second, and if you even fucking point your finger, I'm going to slap you. Okay, I won't slap you, but I hate being I call it being dadded.
All right.
Do not dad me.
Here would be my raw. And now, mind you, this may evolve over time. Number one, don't try to steamroll an argument. Okay. If we're going to have an argument about something or a discussion, if you constantly interrupt and steamroll an argument and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing, you are not going to get the result you want. And you are going to get a Scott that you do not think is all that pleasant at that moment. Although I've done work, do not steamroll the argument. Do not try to say, oh, well, you're going over here, you're going over there. I have a way of communicating. And if you can't communicate with me, and I'm not impossible to communicate with, but that's number one. Don't try to fucking manipulate me. That's number two. Do not try to, twist things around or do this or do that. Be honest with it. Come right out. Sometimes I'm not easy to get along with. I might want to just get up and not talk to anybody for the first 10 minutes of the day. I'm not in a bad mood. I just want to I want to have a cup of coffee and just walk around and get my bearings. And it's not that I'm in a bad mood or I want to, I want to be miserable. I just need a couple minutes, please.
I have that when I get ready. When I'm putting my makeup on, don't talk to me.
And I'm also a lot like you. Do not tell me what to do. Now, if you want to suggest, hey, can we do this? This might be, I'm all in. I'm all in, for doing it because I don't lead the kind of lifestyle other than when we're working. I don't lead the kind of lifestyle other than when I'm doing stuff with the kids, which is time consuming. Don't get me wrong. I'm not doing stuff filling every minute of my day. So you can find, times and ways to get in touch, with me to say, let's do this, or would you like to do this, or, whatever the case may be. It's pretty basic. It is so damn basic. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. And
oh, wait, I got to add one though too.
Okay.
If I'm hangry, look out.
Fair enough.
Those are my like raw, honest profiles. I feed me and then I'll be happy.
Fair enough. That's honest. Why can't they be like that?
I don't know. So I can't believe you're not going to ever get on a dating profile though.
No, it's too much of me out there. Not interested. I'm not interested like that.
I'm going to tell you, it's going to be really hard for you to find somebody.
It's too much on a personal level out there. When we're doing the show or we're doing the podcast, this is pretty much raw.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't need to be judged in a personal way that way, if that makes any sense. I don't need it. And
I think it's funny because, people, like you said, people already are. When you're talking every single day, but
that's also doing a show. I'm doing that knowing I'm entertaining a huge group of people.
Like it's not 100% you.
It's a very inflated me. You know what I mean? It's we raise it up for what we're doing, but it's not, it's not what you're going to get me standing in the kitchen. Once in a while you might get a little bit of that. You'll definitely get a dad joke every other day, or daily.
But okay, every 5 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing for my my profile.
Okay.
I diffuse with humor.
Me too.
And if you don't get it, it gets diffusing with sarcasm, and then a lot of people don't get that. So, So there's the rawness.
I'm going to add one more. Holds grudges. I do.
It's honest.
I know. I know. And that's why nobody would want to date me if they saw the raw profile, I guess.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the grudge list.
No. It's like, oh, well, you're over it. I'm not. Sorry.
Not me.
Wait till tomorrow. Then I'll think about it. Okay.
Well, can you get over, are you holding grudges against people per se, or can you get over something, a situation, or is it both? There's a difference.
It's more of a situation, and I'll say this has been an interesting 3 weeks in this relationship, that there's been a few times where, we've gotten irritated with each other moving. And then it might be an hour or two later, he's over it and he's trying to joke around with me. And I'm like, nope, not over it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can even tell with my body language. At one point, he hugged me and was like, oh, and I'm like, this is me hugging him. I look like a dead fish, whatever.
Not really into this right now.
No, I wasn't into it. And then it's fine. It's fine now. But yeah, so that's so that would be my raw profile.
I don't hate it. I really don't, because there is something to just knowing, just knowing.
Sometimes I wish you knew, because there are certain things that I don't think this would change the outcome of my relationship right now. But in previous relationships, I wish they would have said, oh, that's a great one. I'll give you a great example. Not work motivated. I don't like lazy people.
Sure.
So I wish that, I dated somebody who wasn't very work motivated. And luckily my significant other now is very work motivated, as I adjust my bra. Sorry about that.
Here, let me adjust mine.
So I wish that they would have said that in a dating profile, and I would have definitely swiped left on them.
Well, look, even in the honest profile, if you said, there are times on a Sunday I don't want to do anything.
Oh, but that's not work.
No.
That's Sunday. I'm absolutely loving a relaxing Sunday.
I'm also going to put in mine too. I'm going to add another one. On Bills game Sundays, please don't book something. I'd like to have the option to be with my friends.
I think that is I love that. And I have that same rule for Sunday brunches. Hey, I'm going to do, and this is the one time that I definitely put this forward. When I first started dating people, I have my girl time. I need it. This is what I need to survive. If you think you're going to tell me that I can't have girls' nights or girls' brunches, then you can just go. I have to have that.
No, I get it. Speaking of going.
Hopefully I didn't say it like that. Anyway, that was
No,
aggressive.
We were talking about the rawness of them all. I'm sure there's more I could add to mine that, I'd be like, look, this is who it is. Am I perfect? Hell no.
No. But you're right, we do have to go. We have a promotions meeting.
I know. We got to get off to another meeting. Anyway, you guys have a great one. We will see you again next week, and I'm sure we'll think of more things to add to our raw day profiles.
Heck yeah. Bye.